Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
A really difficult to execute combination, even though it is very strong with Samira Rel. In the laning phase, you have to be very careful about overextending, especially against, like, the threat is more on UCal than it is on Closer, and he's just not able to be as aggressive without that flash either. You're going to see another Rel attempt here going awry.
Trying to get on top of them right now, but here's Blank, and Carry and Gumayusi totally baited into this fight. There is no hope for Gumayusi to get away from this one, as Carry even going to flash to survive. At the straight up 1v1, he's having a much better time on the Renekton, even after having to go for an early back. Still having a great time so far in that lane, up about 10 CS. Here we go, another engage there, track, repel, and Gumayusi in a bit of trouble this time, as the slow and the sleep will come in from Blank, and they will absolutely have enough damage. Now trying to fight this underneath the Gangplank ultimate. I don't think that T1 have the damage right now with Udyr in his
survive too, but this is a disaster.
Yeah, Hybrid, he got baited into this one. He has no flash, and I don't know if he has a way out of this. He blocks all those projectiles, but that last shot will come in, and we got a bunch of TPs in the bottom lane at least. KT looking to try to turn this one around here, as Doran will look to finish off the Rakan on the left side. Gumayusi will be taken out eventually on the right side. As an engage here in the mid lane, UCal getting aggressive once again.
Viable in this case, but they're going to lose the Drake regardless after that skirmish.
Kana looking to help out his buddy Keria. Very aggressive push into the top side here. They're trying to get some plates and feed it to Hybrid, it looks like. At least one of those. And maybe even potentially take down this turret or force some TPs to come in. 3-on-2, we got the Kinda Barrage to come out, and a full-on charm and so much damage underneath that turret. And yes, we do get that ultimate from Hybrid, but at the end of the day, oh, he's actually going to try to trade this one around, but here comes LM to finally clean up. No teleport used from Closer, they just let the jungle
Hybrid because of this play. So, you know, you'll take these small advantages for KT, but you gotta turn them into bigger ones.
Closer does respond to the pressure pretty well. Blank is getting aggressive. He wants to continue this trade, and now UCal finally able to jump into that back line, picks off the Orianna without much of a hitch. Zeus is gonna be careful, you know, he's not on full health. He's gonna try to get some of this before he goes for the engage. His engage is on the rally. You mentioned how important his role is in this game, and that is absolutely true. As we'll wait and see. You see T1 taking this very patiently. They just want to poke out first. Keria looking to get that flank angle. Speaking of which, where is the jungler? Or rather, UCal gets into that backline in a big way. Zeus, though, is immediately going to go down, and now these red health bars are falling. Hybrid all alone on the bottom side, not really able to find that damage. UCal trying to go 1v3 here, and is actually kind of successful. Picks off 2 with his buddy Doran, and immediately KT able to pull off the end of that fight in a big manner. You can see huge damage numbers for the Renekton, as now they'll look to push mid.
Yeah, there was so much priority on trying to kill the squishy part of KT Rolster that Renekton's Dominus and all the Qs he was able to get off in that fight really started. With the vision control they have, this is just too risky. Teleport's coming through. This is so greedy from KT. They might get away with it, but it doesn't make it right.
Now, looking for the engage. He bolts up 2 of them and immediately just chops them in half. That was, I think T1 saying, oh boy, we gotta stop this Drake from happening, and getting a little bit frantic there. And immediately they separate themselves and kind of do KT's job for them.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the best way to put it. They were like, oh, you want to take this crazy skirmishy fight where 2 of our members are going to get caught by the Yone ult? Okay, we'll deliver that to you. So now they failed to contest the Drake, and KT are going to go ahead and start this Baron. And there's no front line for T1 in this case. Sure, there's no Yone ult anymore, but I mean, trying to delay this or to stop this is, I think, a pipe dream. As Doran's going to go in, and the Baron's going to go down.
Stun goes down on a Gumayusi, who has to go over the wall. And you see the other 2 members are a bit zoned away. Sleep is going to go down onto Kana, as they will look for that kill. Not quite going to be able to chase over the wall, but they're probably going to get about 5,000 gold, maybe 6,000 gold ahead here. But we're already past the 30-minute mark, as UCal is just going nuts in this game, looking for any pick he can get. He sees enemy champion, he casts that ult and goes for the throat.
Look at
And you can see that immediately they're just going to take down these turrets, and T1 have to back away.
Yeah, Zeus is setting up for a follow-up stun there, too. He's like, okay, I'm actually going to, as soon as he pops out of Zonia's, I'm going to stun him. Really nice positioning there from Zeus. They're going to use the Cannon Barrage to push this back. But already an inner turret and an inhibitor turret down. Second inner turret under pressure here in mid.
Out back and be ready to go once again. His cooldowns are relatively low, so he has that flexibility in late game scenarios and doesn't just fall off kind of like other assassins do. So especially when they get fed like this. You see LM though, he's looking for blood. They finally say we want to fight on our terms, say T1. They're gonna find Blank and Doran in the front line. Zeus looking for the flank here, but they are immediately gonna take out that Lilia. Big engage now from Keria, looking for more. Doran's got a massive shield. LM has to be careful. Big follow-up engage now from Zeus as Keria is gonna have to go away, and Samira is just doing way too much as the pentakill. I think no, Yone is going to steal that away. It is an ace in the end, and that is going to be a quadra, and KT will look to push and end the game.
I mean, UCal was very late on the rotation, but it just didn't matter. This was the one way I feel like T1 could not play this moment, right? They needed to play passive. They needed to play around vision control and maybe trying to control a Drake fight. They saw UCal on the side lane. They thought, okay, we'll force this fight. Blank's Zonia's fought so much time. The damage output, even on Doran's Renekton alone, is putting everybody low on health. UCal comes out on the flank, does a ton of damage, and then Hybrid pops his ultimate. That's the end of the story here. KT Rolster are going to bring us to our first third game here in a telecom war that we've had in a very long time.
Yeah, Keria not going to be able to do this alone. Just going for a bit of a walk. Wanted to take a 5th death. Not able to do much. As there you go, KT going to take down the Nexus. And I love the way that they do it in very KT fashion.